Hello and welcome everyone to How You'll Meet Your Soulmate. We have Dimple with us today, and Dimple has been an astrologer and tarot reader for the past 10 years. Hello and welcome, Dimple.
Hi.
So, today we have Ankit Kumar. We'll start with Ankit Kumar. He's born on 25th February 1992 at 12:35 a.m. in Patna. And he specifically wants to know when he'll get married and at which place.
So basically, firstly, he'll find his soulmate, somewhere around a temple only. Marriage is also likely to happen in a temple premises, like how in Mumbai we have ISKCON temple. So ISKCON temple has a banquet hall. So similarly, any temple where there is a banquet hall, the marriage will happen there. If such kind of places are not there in your city, then perhaps the banquet hall will be such wherein the adjoining wall will be a temple, so it will be very much specifically closer to a temple only. Then you want to know by when will you get married. Your yoga is operational by July. There is a very strong possibility of you getting engaged, at least if not married. Your period has started, Ankit. The period has started from the 1st of March and it is operational till 10th of July. There is a very strong possibility you may, get the right kind of a person, whoever you are looking forward for, anywhere between 5th of May to 10th of July. So, any person that you're meeting in this period, there are very strong chances that you are going to like this person and you will get married with this person.
Okay, so that's very soon. Hope you find your soulmate, Ankit. Next up, we have Vanshika Vasundhare Singh. Her date of birth is 10th November 1998, and time of birth is 7:15 p.m. and place of birth is Patna again. Also, we would like to share with our viewers that that there was recently a planetary alignment that happened recently, and Dimple had predicted a few things, and those came true. One of them being that there would be a fire in a building, white colored building, and that happened. So yeah, that is a pretty perfect prediction. So you could go ahead and send in your details if you want to find your soulmate, and I guess you'll find them very soon.
Thank you so much for saying that. All right. So basically, in case of Vanshika, if you have your friends coming home, especially your guy friends who are smokers, and you meet them, like majorly at your home, your mom says that you like meet your friends, guy friends at home only. So you are going to, get married to one of your friends who is into, such kind of habits, and primarily they will be someone who would have perhaps a break in their education, be it for like shifting from one city to another city. They would have had a break of 1 month, 2 month. So whoever your friend is who is into smoking and who's had a break, you will get married to that person.
Okay, all the best, Vanshika. Next up, we have Anushri Das. She's from West Bengal, Birbhum, and her date of birth is 16th September 1999, and time of birth is 11:15 a.m. So for our viewers who are just joining, Dimple will be here with us every Friday at 3:30 p.m. on live on Times Now YouTube and also Zoom. So you could join us and send in your details if you wish to find your soulmate, and Dimple will be here to help you.
All right. So, in case of Anushri Das, Anushri, if you have any neighbor or uncle and aunt or an auntie, in the neighborhood who's a little bit darker in the complexion, and they are perhaps either a widow or a widower, they will help you to find the soulmate. There is a possibility that this person whom I'm referring to, they are a bhakt of Kali Mata, and they do like religious prayers or religious offerings very strongly. And primarily they are someone who can be like doing loban at home or any such kind of dhuk agarbatti, which people know that yes, this person is doing. So this person has to be either like a single person out of choice, or perhaps they have become widow or widower. So they will help you to find out your soulmate.
Okay, all the best, Anushri. Please look out in your neighborhood and they'll help you. Next up, we have Kanakanjali Roy. Her date of birth is 10th November 1993, and place of birth is Kolkata, and time of birth is 8:12 a.m.
Kanakanjali Roy.
Yes.
Sorry. 93. So, Kanakanjali, you will meet your soulmate, someone who will be closer to any particular temple or, any kind of a tirth yatra. So, there is a possibility if you're taking a trip also, a religious trip with your friends, then also you could meet them. And perhaps, this trip is not going to be a friends trip. It will be with your father and with your friends. So, do not miss to take your father on a trip, religious trip. There is a possibility when you will meet your soulmate, there will be a white color building in the background. And definitely, like the temperament of your father will be, very annoyed. He might be, like perhaps shouting on you all to, move faster. You guys must be, chit chatting around. So if your dad is shouting around and, this kind of circumstances are getting created, know that, the person you're with, on a long distance holiday, you are going to get married with that person.
That's a great indication. Next up, we have Bhavna. Her date of birth is 2nd December 1989, and time of birth is 8:02 a.m., and she's born in Bangalore.
2nd December 1989.
Also, you could send in your details, date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth, along with your name if you wish to know your predictions, and Dimple will help you out.
So, Bhavna, you have a very strong possibility of, settling in a foreign country. And if that particular thing happens, there is a possibility you will meet your soulmate in a foreign country. It's not going to happen in India. And there is a possibility that this person that you will, come across, you will meet them while you're on your job. This person is going to be, slim in the body shape. They will have reddishness on their face. They're looks like more of a local, in a foreign country, reddish white color face, and they will be, like very hot tempered, people. There is a possibility when you will meet them, they could be either smoking or might be holding a cup of coffee. Sorry, Debusmita, I can't hear you.
Okay, I guess there was a lag somewhere. So I'm just saying that Bhavna, you should take a work trip very soon, and that will help you. So next up we have Shashank Rao. His date of birth is 29th October 2001, and time of birth is 2:30 p.m. and place of birth is Hyderabad.
Time of birth is 2:30 p.m., right?
Yes.
So, Shashank, you will come across a soulmate. This person will be, like someone who will be suggested by your neighbor only. Someone who is a very, very hot tempered person. They will come down to your house. They will be, like coming to your house for some kind of, Satnaran kind of a puja or a Diwali puja, or to perhaps, like give Diwali, mithai, or perhaps some white color mithai, like they will come along with that. And while visiting your house, they will, suggest the right dishta for you. So this is how you will come across your soulmate, via someone who's there in your neighborhood, who will come with a mithai, and along with that mithai, they will suggest a proposal for you. So wish you all the best, Shashank.
Mute. So next up, we have a very specific question from Rama Singh. Date of birth is 19th January 1995. Place of birth is Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. And we don't have the time of birth. But the person wants to know that if uh, the marriage will be love marriage or arranged marriage. And I
You
guess
said
about
Reva,
the
right?
marriage also. Yes, Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. Time is I think 4:30 a.m.
No, sorry, dear. Sorry to disappoint you. It would not be a love marriage. It will be an arranged marriage, very specifically, and the marriage will happen with the help of a marriage broker who will suggest your matrimonial alliance to your family members. And this will happen while you visit someone's wedding. So they may see you, it could be perhaps the priest who is there to perform the puja. So they may see you and they will, like suggest this rishta. And I checked again, rechecked it, but it's going to be a perfectly arranged marriage, not a love marriage. So sorry for you.
Okay. Okay. All the best, Rama. Next up, we have Preeti Bhargav. Date of birth is 23rd April 1987. Time of birth is 9 a.m. and place of birth is Lakhimpur Kheri, Uttar Pradesh.
So, Preeti, you will meet someone while you are on your job. In case you're not doing job, so someone who's from your father's, friend circle who's into job, they will suggest this proposal, but it has to be a job component, whether it is your father's or whether it is yours. The proposal that will be, like suggested to you would be, like the boy or the girl, whoever it is, they will be a single child. So, इकलौता लड़का हो सकता है, and basically this person is going to be like someone who will have a head of their own. They would want to like stay aloof, and they would not want to communicate. So if you get any rishta from your parent or from your own job circle, and that person like in the meeting says that I don't like to talk much with people, I am not a person who is very social, so please know that this is a person you're going to get married with.
Okay, look out for introverts, Preeti. Next up, we have Nandita Tandya. Her date of birth is 10th October 2002. Time of birth is 8:30 and place of birth is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh.
Sorry, I missed that. What's the name of the person you said?
Nandita Tandya. Date of birth is 2nd October, 10th October 2002 and time of birth is 8:30. Place of birth is Bhopal.
Just a second, you'll have to go a little slow. I can't see that in the chat. Yeah. So date of birth you mentioned is
10th October 2002.
just a second. 10th October. 2002. Time of birth
8:30.
AM.
I'm not sure. That is not mentioned in the chat. I guess we'll have to use tarot.
Yeah, we'll have to use tarot then. What's the name of the person you said?
Nandita Tandya. So, people, if you're not sure about your time of birth, you can send in your details with your name and we'll use tarot to tell about your predictions. Also, Dimple will be live with us every Friday at 3:30 p.m. on Times Now and Zoom YouTube channels to help you out with finding your soulmates.
See, first of all, Nandita, let me tell you very straight. Love marriage is actually not meant for you. So, if you're finding out a soulmate on your own, please do not do that. You have a very clear, arranged marriage thing, which will happen, and the person that you will get married with, they will come from a very fancy family, much fancier in comparison to what your family is. Their habits, their lifestyle is going to be, very fancy, whether you like this reading or not, but despite the stress that is around your marriage, it will be only an arranged marriage. Now let me give you more cues with regards to the kind of personality you'll get married with.
Okay, so next up, again, we have a very specific question if they'll, when they'll find their soulmate and how, like if it's going to be a love or an arranged marriage. The
Sure.
person's
Let
name
me
is Anirudh Biswa. Yeah,
just
please.
a second. Let me complete for Nandita. So
Okay.
basically, Nandita, the cue for you for arranged marriage is that the person will say that their mother doesn't keep up with good health. Perhaps she has issues with her legs. She is not fine, and there could be a young sister also in the house. So they would look out for a girl, and they will use words like this, that we are not looking for your daughter-in-law. We are specifically looking out for your daughter to take care of the household activities. So this is how the rishta will happen.
Okay. So next up, we can go ahead with Anirudh Biswal. Date of birth is 18th September 1999. Place of birth is Vizag. And time of birth is 3:55 a.m.
Would Vizag mean Andhra Pradesh?
Uh, नहीं कल्याणी.
Kalyani.
Yes.
So for Anirudh, you will meet your soulmate from some friend or relative who will be into defense, and this person will have like financial issues. They will come down and they will suggest the rishta to you. They will be like constantly telling like the conversation will actually first start with their financial problems, and thereafter they may like suggest the rishta. It will be like thoroughly through an arranged marriage kind of a setup only. It's not going to be love marriage.
Okay. So yeah, there you have Anirudh. Next up, due to time constraints, we'll take up the last one. It's Anushmita Roy, and her date of birth is 29th January 1999, and time of birth is 7:56 p.m., and place of birth is West Bengal.
29 January, and the year you said is
1999. So, since we'll end this here with the last prediction, you can join us next Friday at 3:30 p.m. on Times Now and Zoom YouTube channels. Dimple will be here to help you out find your soulmates. Just in, you will have to keep your name, date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth at hand, and we'll help you out.
this person who will be suggested to you will be someone from your job circle. It will be a typically arranged marriage kind of a setup. It will not be something which is love marriage kind of a setup for you. The person would want a fast marriage. So this is a cue that they will have. They will be very young, energetic, no nonsense kind of a person. They would like straight away like directly in the first meeting ask you whether you want to get married, and let's not waste time, let's get parents introduced to each other. So it would be like a chat mangni pat shadi kind of a setup.
Very fast paced. All the best, Anushmita. With that, we come to the end of the live. Thank you, Dimple, for joining us, and every one of the viewers
Thank
for
you so
joining in,
much.
commenting. And with that, we end the live. Thank you. This is Debushmita Kaur signing off.